This is part 3 of the video lectures that address essential question number 3. What intellectual influences shape the development of American political philosophy, and in what ways? So we're talking about intellectual influences, people thinking and writing and developing ideas. And we're going to, in this lecture, address the Protestant Reformation, which had a really big impact on several of the amendments that we have in our Constitution today. The Protestant Reformation occurred between 1517 and 1648 AD. And it was a result of the efforts and actions of self-described reformers or fixers who objected to or protested various doctrines, rituals, and abuses that were occurring in the leadership of the Catholic Church. Okay, so here's where the phrase Protestant Reformation comes from. They called themselves reformers. That's where Reformation comes from, because they were protesting Protestant against the leadership of the Catholic Church. So Protestant Reformation. And the big ideas that its leaders developed and wrote about were individual responsibility, which goes right along with individual rights. The idea that people have the freedom to worship as they choose. And they also advocated self-government because they were breaking away from the leadership of the Catholic Church, and that meant they were going to have to govern their own churches. And two big examples of leaders in the Protestant Reformation were Martin Luther and John Calvin. Okay, so individual responsibility, freedom to worship as one chooses, and self-government. The focus here on the big ideas is mainly popular sovereignty, that's self-government, and, of course, individual rights, the right to worship as one chooses. All right, and that concludes Section 3. Moving on to Section 4.